Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Liberal Informer. Now today we're going to be talking about sanctions. Now, when I think of the word sanctions, I think of a very stern warning from a teacher, but apparently it's more complicated than that. So here's the deal, guys. The African Union has placed sanctions on Burkina Faso, Mali and Guinea for military juntas taking over. And yes, I know juntas sounds like a type of dance, right? But actually, it's military coups. So sanctions are supposed to make them behave so that they eventually hand the state over to civilian rule. But do they? Spoiler alert, they don't. So take, for example, I don't know, Sudan, huh? The UN Security Council sanctions on Sudan are about as useful as a chocolate teapot. I mean, guys, Sudan has been on the naughty list since 2005. And yet here we are in 2023 and they're still causing trouble, guys. Come on, Sudan. What are you playing at? Didn't you get the memo? The UN Security Council said no fighting, and there you go, staging another coup anyway. Talk about a rebel without a cause, huh? Anyway, so joining us today, we have a very special guest with us from a sanctioned country. So tell us, what is it like living under sanctions?
Oh, it's just fabulous. We get to experience a shortage of basic necessities, skyrocketing prices, and a crumbling economy.
And what do you think of the African Union's decision to not lift sanctions on Burkina Faso, Mali and Guinea?
It's great that they realize sanctions are punishing the wrong people. Who needs food and medicine anyway?
And what do you think the modern liberal approach to resolving these conflicts should be?
Maybe we could try sending more limos and red carpets to those in power. I'm sure that will solve everything.
I'm sure that would be very effective. And lastly, do you think sanctions have achieved the desired effect in other African countries?
Oh, absolutely. The countries under sanctions are thriving. I mean, who needs trade and investments anyway? It's much better to be isolated and impoverished.
Oh, isolation. Fantastic indeed. So in conclusion, guys, sanctions are supposed to hurt the leaders of the country, not the people living in them, guys. So what should the modern liberal approach to resolving these conflicts be? Well, maybe we should start helping these countries instead of punishing them, like in the cases of Sudan. And maybe we should also look to work together to make sure that they have access to these resources. So guys, in conclusion, sanctions, they may sound like a good idea, but actually they're like my auntie's favorite pointy recipe. They're good in theory, but in reality, nobody likes them.